going on, guys? TC here, and you might have noticed my absence for the past week and a half, and pretty much what it sums up to is school. I have one class online right now, and I had a big group project due last Monday, and it's been taking up the past 2 weeks a lot of my time, so unfortunately I had to give up a little bit of the commentary lifestyle here. And editing takes a while, so I just decided to put it off for a few days, and so I just have a final to go, and then I should be back at it at the regular intervals that you're used to. Except this weekend, I am going out of town. I'm actually leaving tonight, and I'll be back Friday night, maybe Saturday morning. And then after that, we'll be back to normal, hopefully. Until school starts at the end of August, around the start of football season. And so this has pretty much caused me to delay my Ultimate Team seasons as well as my Road to Glory. I actually played this game 2 days ago, so I'm not getting too far ahead of myself or anything, and I think that's the way it should be. But yeah, so that's basically it, just so you guys know what's up with me and why I haven't been as active recently. This game right here, let's talk about it a little bit. We go up pretty big in the first half. Not big. I think it was only 10-0 at half, but we do have a lead with good defensive efforts. But I play very well in this game, at least to my standards. As you see me get my first touchdown of the day. I only get 2, but I complete 24 passes out of 30 attempts, so that's an 80% completion percentage, and I go for 276 yards, which is pretty good for me, but given the amount of attempts, it's only about 11.5 average yards per completion, which isn't very good. And I think that's the only reason I can think of where I only got 81 recruiting points, I think, and that bumped me up to a 2-star after 4 games. So we're on track, and hopefully as long as we get into the playoffs, I should become hopefully a 5-star recruit at the end of this Road to Glory high school season. I do get 2 touchdowns, and like I said, only 81 points, which before this, in the previous 3 games, I threw 2 picks each, and I was getting 97 points per game on average. And the only reason, and I play really well in this game with the high completion percentage and the high amount of yards compared to the other games. The only reason I can think of is that low average yard per completion, and only 2 touchdowns in this one when I was averaging about 3 or 4 in the past couple games. For rushing, I rush for 34. I do get sacked a few times, so that might put a damper on it. And I actually fumble, I think in the late 3rd quarter, maybe early 4th quarter, deep in the opponent's territory, so that puts a little drawback on that. It was an option play. I don't think it was completely my fault, but if I would have held on to it, we probably would have scored at least a little bit and not had to go to what you will see here shortly, which is overtime. And we go to double overtime, and we're nearing that here, trying to put this is it right here, I think, or coming up in just a minute, because we're definitely about to score. We are moving down the field very well, getting those short passes completed for first downs, and then our coach just loves those options. Let's see, here it is, I think, right here. I'm about to get sacked, so I throw it away, and the defense recovers it for the second turnover. And they can't do anything, but they get the ball first in overtime, and we score back after they score, so it's 20-20 going into the second overtime. And we stop them after we get the ball first and score, so that leads to the victory here, 27-20 over the Pullman Seminoles, and we improve to 3-1 on the season. Scare, since we didn't know if we were going to pull it out after having that lead and then that late fumble. That would have been a devastating loss to have, especially when Pullman was 0-3 coming into this game, or so the game says. No offers or interests from this game. Hopefully next game. I don't know why there hasn't, especially when you go up in a star. I don't know why they don't put any more schools on your interest list or whatever that is. But hopefully next game we'll get a couple more, and we can go from there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I apologize again for the inactivity the past week or two.